Am I supposed to winterize my lawn? Maybe that's the question you're asking yourself. In this video, I'm going to try to give you some common sense advice that's easy to understand to help you know what you should be doing in the winter or to prepare for winter for your lawn. Let's get started right now. All right, winterizing your lawn. What in the world does that mean? Well, I'm going to tell you exactly what I think it means, my best understanding of it. And let me just say, I'm not an agronomist. I don't play an agronomist on YouTube, but I'm going to try to explain to you the best way I know how. Winterize your lawn. There's the rumor out there that winterizing your lawn basically was a marketing term. I'm going to say that I actually believe that. I think winterize your lawn is very much a marketing term. Now, it doesn't mean that it doesn't have significance. It doesn't mean that it doesn't serve a purpose. But I do think it works great for TV commercials to say, winterize your lawn, buy the winterizer, and that will be great for your lawn. Well, can I just ask the question, why is it great and what does it do? The way I understand it, what they're telling you to do is to do the things that your lawn needs to help you get ready for winter. Well, that's going to be a little bit different for cool season lawns versus warm season lawns. I live in Alabama, warm season grass. Winterize our lawn means virtually nothing to me. I mean, I don't think we do anything to winterize your lawn. I don't know any of my friends that are in the lawn care business doing weed control and fertilization that are out there winterizing lawns. Now, for a cool season lawn, best I understand now, one thing it can mean is a winterizer fertilizer that you put out before winter that has potassium in it, which is on your NPK on your fertilizer bag. The potassium is your K. It can help your lawn with different stresses that might come on the lawn, like drought or a severe temperature change, which you might have in the wintertime. So I think winterizer, again, is a fancy way of saying putting a fertilizer out there. May have enough potassium in there to help your lawn survive during the winter months. Well, I mean, if you look at my lawn, this is my yard. This is Bermuda grass. I mean, it's dormant. I mean, it's going to survive just fine during winter unless we just got crazy cold. Last year we got down to about 8 degrees and I didn't notice one single negative effect on my Bermuda lawn from getting down to 8 degrees because it's dormant. It's fine. I can have winter kill in some situations, so I'm not saying that there's nothing to do, but in general, with our warm season lawns, we just don't do a lot to winterize the lawn. I'm going to give you some other things that you can be doing to your lawn during the winter months. So again, let's just think about this cool season versus warm season. Again, a cool season lawn, they're going to aerate and overseed it in the fall, and then as that grass gets up and gets more established, you're going to put some of this fertilizer, this winterizer fertilizer on there to help it do better through the winter months. Warm season lawns, what do? We're going to spray a pre-emergent on our lawn in the fall. I'm typically doing that in September, October. Pre-emergent application to help with those cool season weeds. I'm going to mix a post-emergent in there with it to help get rid of some weeds that may be hanging around, warm season weeds or some cool season weeds that's already germinated. So that might be a combination of like prodiamine mixed with 2,4-D or spectacle flow mixed with 2,4-D. You might put some methofuron in there, some simazine. These are some of the product names. Ignore them if you want to, but those are some of the things we're putting on the yard. When it gets sure enough winter, and I showed you my lawn, it's basically dormant, that's a great time for me to go after some of those difficult to control grassy weeds such as Dallas grass. Now, these are perennial weeds. I'm not so much worried about the annual weeds. The cold weather we've had has been zapping the crabgrass that was in my lawn and a lot of the annual weeds. But those perennial weeds like Dallas grass on a warm day in the winter is a great time to go after those. So fall and winter is about the ideal time to go after a weed like this. This is Dallas grass. But what I can do is start spraying this with different products in October and November. So I'm using Tribute Total, or you might use Celsius and Certainty, or lately I've been putting Tribute Total mixed with Dismiss, which is sulfitrazone, and spraying Dallas grass. So I may do that 2 times, once in October, again in November. I may have to do it again in the spring, I don't know, but it's a great time to go after these weeds. Here's a Dallas grass clump that I've been spraying with that combination and getting some pretty good results. Just a little bit of green left in it, but helpful to do it on a warm day. Now, if your Bermuda lawn's totally dormant on a warm day, you can spray it with glyphosate, and I do that. Go after a Dallas grass clump, and I'll try to spray the plant really good, not just in the center of the plant, but at the same time, I don't want to spray all around it. I want to get the plant wet and try to knock out the Dallas grass with glyphosate. It may take 1 or 2 applications to do that. It may not even kill it then, but it'll help weaken it, and then maybe you can finish it off with the tribute total or the Celsius uncertainty that I talked about previously. If you're going to use glyphosate, which is the active ingredient found in Roundup, I would recommend that only on dormant Bermuda grass. I believe that's the only kind of grass it's going to be labeled for. That's one thing I do in the winter. Other thing we do a lot of times late fall or in the winter is put out lime. So I live in an area where most of the lawns have acidic soil, and the soil can tend to get more and more acidic over time. Oftentimes you can tell a lawn has acidic soil without even doing a soil test by a lot of the weeds that show up. For instance, broom sedge and wild garlic, wild onions, these are weeds that sometimes thrive in acidic soil. So when you see a lot of those, and then kind of tell how pathetic the grass looks sometimes, like, yeah, without even checking it, I can almost guarantee you that yard has a low pH. So we put this enhanced limestone on the lawn that can help put some nutrients back in the soil, but and also help to raise the pH of the soil. And then last thing I'm doing to the lawns in the winter, when it gets January the 2nd, which I know might sound crazy for those with the cool season lawns, they're buried under snow, but for us in Alabama, that's about the time I'm going out there start spraying pre-emergents. January on into February, I try to get my pre and post-emergent application down before March, which is typically the time when crabgrass germinates in our area, depending on the weather. Now, the crabgrass is typically going to germinate when the soil temperatures reach 55 degrees and stay there for a little while. So what that means, practically speaking, if you start getting temperatures up in the 70s, hopefully you've already got your pre-emergent out and watered in before that happens. So I start in January. Sometimes it takes me into February to get my customers' yards sprayed, but I'm putting out prodiamine, which is a very commonly used herbicide that is great as a pre-emergent for crabgrass and other warm season weeds. And then I'll mix it together with like a three-way product like triplet. I might put some metsulfuron in there, which is a very cheap herbicide. And that will take care of a lot of your broadleaf weeds that are in the lawn, maybe some cool season weeds you're seeing like henbit or purple dead nettle or chickweed, I think dandelions, clover. But also I'm keeping my eye out for any tough weeds there, some grassy weeds. Maybe you got a little bit of Poa annua. Maybe you got some Dallas grass hanging around. Maybe there's some yellow wood sorrel. These are weeds that I might have to use a specialty product that I'll keep on my truck. So I'm not telling you got to do everything I do. I'm just giving you an idea of what I'm doing in the lawn in the fall months leading up into the winter and starting in the first of the year. It can sound intimidating, but it's really not that complicated. Hope this video has been helpful in helping you understand it. If you want to get into weed control and fertilization like me, you can go to lawncarelife.com. That's where I have the Weed Control and Fertilization Academy. It's more for people with warm season grasses that are looking to get into the weed control and fertilization business, which has been a great move for my business. Also, pretty excited about the 2024 Lawn Care Life Conference. I partnered up with Paul Jameson this year. We got Alan Hain, the Lawn Care Nut, Naylor Taliaferro, Jeremiah Jennings, Caleb and Brittany Allman, and others coming to this event. The early bird ticket price does expire at the end of the year. It's a Friday night and Saturday event. It includes all your meals. Early bird ticket pricing is $197. This is the fourth time doing the event. We're on pace to shatter previous attendance records, so excited about that. For that and for the courses that I sell, you can go over to lawncarelife.com. Thanks for watching the video. We'll see you guys in the next one. Hey everybody, it's Jason Creel, and let me be the first to invite you to the 2024 Lawn Care Life Conference, February 23rd and 24th in Springville, Alabama, just outside of Birmingham. I've got my friend Paul Jameson, Alan Hain, Caleb and Brittany Allman, Jeremy Vest, Naylor Taliaferro, Jeremiah Jennings, and others coming, and hopefully you coming to this year's event. We've got seats for 300 people, and this year's gonna be bigger and better than ever. This is our fourth conference to do, and the early bird ticket prices is $197. That includes all your meals. We got a Friday night session, we got dinner, we got an after party, and we got breakfast and lunch on Saturday with a day full of sessions. We've got equipment to ride on, giveaways, sponsors. It's gonna be a great event, a lot of transparency, a lot of interaction, a lot of tips on how to grow your business, and a lot of fun. We hope to see you February 23rd, 24th, Springville, Alabama.
I absolutely love Jason and Tracy Creel. They have humongous hearts of hospitality. They host a wonderful event. I attended it back in 2020, and I'm really looking forward to returning to Sweet Home, Alabama for the 2024 Lawn Care Life Conference.
Hey guys, I can't wait to see you at Jason's event this February. There's going to be a lot of speakers giving as much value as they can, such as myself. as well as a lot of great networking opportunities. Hope to see you there soon.
Hey y'all, I'm Alan Hain, the Lawn Care Nut. Happy to let you know that I will be attending the Lawn Care Life Conference in 2024, February 23rd and 24th of 2024. This is Jason Creel's conference. This is the 4th year. I've been there every year. I'll be a keynote speaker this year, going to bring you some fire.
I'd say there's no better place that you can go to get the tools you need to be successful.
Like-minded people, good networking.
I've learned a lot about growing my business more than anything here.
I tell you what, this place could not be any better. We got a lot of great information, a lot of great speakers. The food was awesome.
Jason Creel has done a very, very excellent job in presenting this lawn care conference.
Awesome to meet some of the guys that you follow on YouTube.
You're around like-minded people who also want to grow, and you're listening to people who were just like you who are also growing.
Definitely be coming back next year.